check, 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 check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Still nothing. Still nothing, my love.
I'm seeing it on the meter. Oh, come on. Still don't hear anything?
No.
I don't understand.
No, Sheldon said he can hear you.
Oh, he can?
Yeah.
Check, check, check. Sheldon can hear me? Is it still okay? I want to make sure that I'm not getting anything weird. All right. Sheldon can hear me.
All right, well, I guess it's just not coming through mine.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure what's going on. Today is the day of technical difficulties. But as long as you can hear it, we're all good. All right, excellent. Well, thank you everyone for joining me today for Gwup number 39. Wow, 39. That's 39 months of the Guitar Warm-Up program, and thank you everybody for sticking around, and glad you enjoy this. Today we're going to be doing some a little bit of different things, I guess. I always try to do something that's a little different and interesting for this, and we're going to do some things that are kind of accented scales, getting different counting ways of playing. So for what I mean is, if I have a measure of 4/4, I can break up that 4/4 in 8 groups. Okay. Matt says I'm getting there. I don't know what that means. So if I have a groups of 8 in a measure, I can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I can break up that 8 in any different number of combinations that I want. So it would determine where the accent is going to fall within that 8. So let's say I do 2, 2, 2, and 2, then I would get like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then so when I play, I want to try to get that accent on the 1. So I'm going, right? So this is 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's say I did 4 and 2. So, or 4 and 4, sorry. I'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could break it up into 3s and 2s and different things like that. So we're going to do that today. And then we're going to do a little pedal point exercise. And a pedal point is when you keep coming back to a particular note. In this case, there's a like a pedal tone that you can have, and a lot of times the pedal tone is where you have a note that rings in the bass that stays the same, and you have chords that sort of change around it. So if I played, I don't know, something simple. If I did E, so all those chords, I have that low E that's droning there in the background. That would be a pedal tone. and everybody has like different things that they call these things, but this is basically a pedal point where I have a note that I play and I keep coming back to it. So for instance, if I did a little scale that was like this, and I had every other note come back to this pedal point, that kind of thing. You know, if you know the song Thunderstruck, you know that pedal point there's you have that open B, that kind of thing that goes on there. So we're going to be doing a little bit of a pedal point exercise. Okay, so let's start with if you look in the comments in the chat, I have pinned at the top. I don't know if you've seen this, but I have the sheet music that's pinned up there, and you can download that. Click on it, print it out, and follow along here. And the first exercise we're going to do is a G major. We're going to start in G major, and this is going to be a 3-note per string exercise. And this could be anything. I just felt like it would be the easiest to play this number pattern, because we're going to do 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. So if I did that in succession, it'd be 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. There's the accent, right? And they're all eighth notes, so it's 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. All right. So let's play this along with me. So I'm going to switch the cameras here. And so we're going to go 3rd fret on the low E string, right? And to do the 3 notes per string, we're going to have this fingering. So it's going to be 1st finger, 2nd finger, and pinky, okay? So sometimes people try to do this thing where they don't use their 2nd finger, and that's not inherently wrong. I just wouldn't do that. To me, this kind of fingering works well if you're sight reading music, but this is a much more comfortable way of playing it, right? So having that stretch between the pinky and the 3rd finger like that is really uncomfortable. So it's going to go 3rd fret, 1st finger, 5th fret, 2nd finger, 4th fret, or 7th fret, 4th finger, okay? So that's going to be our first 1 2 3. Okay, and I'm going to give a little bit of an accent there on that first. Okay, now to get the next notes, we just drop down a string and do the same thing. So we go 3rd fret, 5th fret, 7th fret. Same thing. 1 2 3. Okay, the only one that's different is that the index finger now is going to pull up, and you're going to play 4th fret, 5th fret, pinky. Okay? And so the count here is 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. That ends it. And now we're going to go back. So I'm just going to reach up and start with the pinky. This is going to be 1. And it's going to go in reverse. So we're going to go 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2, and we start over again here. Okay, so if we let's just play that without doing the accent. So we're going to go 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 2. Okay, let's do that a couple of times together. Again, it's just these three, and then the index finger comes up. And then we just reverse it. Back to here, and then here. Okay, so let's play that. Let's go around like 3 times. 1 2 3 4, and can do a couple of different things, whatever way seems the easiest for you to do along with me for this. You could do alternating picking. We can go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Right? Or if you are so inclined, try to do a downstroke on each of the where the accents would be. So in this case, I go down, up, down. The next accent is here on the index finger, and I go down, up, down again. And then I go down, up, down. Okay. I don't know if you can see this too well with my picking hand here, but if I do that down, up, down. Okay, that's not too easy if you're not used to doing that kind of thing. So if you want to challenge yourself, I would try that. It kind of makes the accents a little more oomph to it, I think. But either way, it's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to repeat it twice each time, and this time it's going to be as an eighth note. Okay, and let's see, maybe let's try 65 beats per minute. We're going to go 2 times around, and then we're going to shift up a fret to play in the next key, and we're just going to keep shifting up until I say stop. Okay? So here we go. 1, 2, and ready and go, and one more time. Shift up, ready and go, and shift up, ready, go. Shift up, 3, and shift up, ready, and shift up, ready, go. Three, 4. One more time. Here we go. And so you could take that on different strings. So you could take that same thing and say you wanted to do it in the key of C. So we go starting on C here and do the same finger pattern. Okay? If you wanted to drop it down to the next, you'd have to do a little shifting. So you'd have to go up 2 frets here. And then this finger, instead of just 1, you'd have to bring it up 2. And that can be a little awkward, but you know, it's doable. That one's a little different, so we have to shift up everything in 1 for there. And then the right. So you could figure that out on all those different strings. You could play that just as a regular if you're used to playing your major scale like this. Play it like that. Instead of 3 notes per string, it's all of them. You'd start with just 2 here in the bottom. Right, but you can hear like that rhythm is a nice pulse if you're playing a melody, and it's good control here for the picking hand, the right hand. Okay, all right, so let's skip down to the bottom. This is exercise number 3, and in this one, this is the pedal tone, so it's all going to be based on this G chord. Now, we're not going to shift this one around, but this is all going to stay here. And when we do the exercise, what we're going to do is we're going to start from a slow tempo, and it's going to gradually get faster and faster and faster until I say, and then we can stop. So let's look at the scale first. I want to start with that so that you get this under your fingers. So if you look at the G major scale here in the open position, first position, right? So there's the first 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and in this one we have a passing tone. So we're going to get here, which leads us to the open D. So okay, passing tone, 5. Sorry, and then the 6th here. All right, so on the way up you have the passing tone. On the way back down you don't. So it's okay, and there's a little bit of a sequence that goes in there too, and that sounds like this. Then we start from the 2nd fret here. Okay, so let's look at that part. So starting on the 2nd fret, skip up a 3rd to the open D string. So it's 1 and 2 and then we do the same pattern, but now we start on the open A string. Do that again. And then it ends off on G. Okay, so that last part again, the first part of that phrase is here, the 2nd fret. Then open A. And we end on G. Okay, so the walk up with the passing tone. Sorry, forgot that last little doodad there. And then okay, every other note is going to be this. Okay, so let's start off with just the bass note, and I want you to try this here with me. So we're going to play the bass note, the low G, downstroke, and then an upstroke on the D note here. Okay, so we're going to go back and forth. Excuse me. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let me slow that down a little bit. So let's just do that a couple of times, just between those 2 notes here. 1 and 2 and with me and go and. that seems rather difficult, then that's what I would start with. Just getting that, try to get that as accurate as you possibly can, doing it slowly, and then gradually pick up your tempo. I like to kind of, with these things, I kind of like to do this gas pedal technique where I start off slowly, get a little speed, and then slow down. Kind of gives me a little bit of a rest, and then I'll speed. So I'm not following any tempo. I'm just kind of giving it a little bit of gas, and then letting off. Give it a little gas, and then let off there. I like to practice certain things like that. That seems to be like a thing that works for me. So yeah. So the whole phrase is going to sound like this: 2, 3, 4. Without the repeat. This is from a Carcassi exercise, so normally this would be played with your fingers. But we're going to do it with a pick because we can. And it's great practice to get this right hand to be more accurate with the strings. The last thing that I'll say is you really take focused on this third finger that's holding down this D string, and make sure that as you play through there that this note doesn't turn into this, right? Because you might have a lot of focus on what's going on down here in the bass, and then you lose this because this has to constantly be pressing, and then you unconsciously relax that pressure, and then all of a sudden you have a really buzzy note. Okay, so that's the exercise, and let's start off here at 60 beats per minute, and like I said, once we go through it, it'll just keep getting faster and faster. All right, here we go with me. 1, 2, ready, go, and... So now we're at 66. can clearly not talk and play that at the same time. All right, so I would take that as fast as you can go. I would make that make a goal of at least 120. So 120 beats per minute is usually, so like I really like to start things at 60 beats per minute, and the first goal is 120 beats per minute. So, and that, depending on what you're doing, that could take you a month, could take you 2 months to get there. But that's where, as far as eighth notes go, I would try to get to 120 beats per minute, which would be right. So that's not too bad, but you know, if you don't have it under your fingers as that it's memorized, it might feel like your brain is like, oh, you're not holding on to the notes. Okay, so let's look at the last one. This is, I would say, the hardest one, just because there's kind of an interesting turn with the way that the chromatic scale works with this. So let me show you how this is going to go. All right, so we're going to start on 3rd fret, all right? And the chromatic scale is going to work pretty simply in the beginning. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, skip down to the next string, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And because of the way the strings are tuned, we have to do, on the next string, we have to do a finger stretch, but don't lose your position here, all right? So just reach out with the pinky for this, and then pull the index finger in to get that next note. 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's try that together. So go 1, 2, 3 quarter notes, and 1. Then finger stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that can be a little bit tricky if you're not used to doing that. So the index finger pulls into the hand rather than here. I don't want you to go here and then shift the whole hand up. Keep your thumb where it is. Just reach that pinky out and pull it in toward the center of your hand. Okay? Now on the way back down, we're going to go 4, 3, 2, 1. But now we're going to shift up 1 position. 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then shift back down to where we started, the beginning note. Okay, so all together, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, finger stretch, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's going to go 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we shift up to the next position to 4th position, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then go back to start. Okay, so that shift, coming back down, the descending the chromatic scale, might be a little challenging. So I just want to start with that. Let's just do this one time. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Finger stretch, pull in. Now let's go back down. 3, 4. Shift up. And back to our home position. Okay. Now the count on this one is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. This is kind of challenging to do it slowly. To me, it's much easier to do this quickly. But if you find it hard to get the accents, then just do the scale and bring in the accents later. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, and we're going to skip down the octave. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, and then go up the octave. So it's just like it's opposite. Okay. Let's go back to 60. Yeah, so we'll do this at 60 beats per minute. And like I said, if you don't want to do the accents, that's totally fine. You can just play along and however it feels natural for you. So 1, 2, and ready and go, and back down. Start again. Again. One more time. Okay, and for those of you that can play this a little more quickly, I'm going to go to 90. Let's try that there. Go 1, 2, and 3, and 4. One more time. Okay, let's take it up to 120. Why not? Just so you guys can hear what this sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hopefully you can hear the accents kind of, to me it just kind of pops a little bit more when you could go more quickly. Now you can digga 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 da digga da digga da. You can hear that rhythmic pulse in there. That to me can add a whole lot of stuff to your playing. And not only that, it's great for getting those fingers warmed up. And we didn't take this up the neck, but you can obviously do that. So I would just shift up to the next position once you have that form under your fingers and start here or wherever. Right? Yeah, chromatic scale is really, really great, and it's neat how you can play that, but on the way back down, because we really don't want to push that index finger out, it's so much harder to push the finger this way. We really don't want to do that. So anytime you have something where the finger kind of goes away, instead of hitting the note here, we'll get it on a different string so we can pull the fingers into the hand. So the pinky wants to pull into the hand. Right? And then there's that position shift. So that's fine there. I'm not staying here and trying to push and do a finger stretch that way. So I mean, I don't know if you ever think about that, but you know, it's something, if you're playing, think about where the direction of your fingers are going. If you are staying in a position and you are needing to, like, say this note to this note rather than push out, put that note on another lower string and just go instead of that way. All right, well, that's been the Gwup 39. I hope you enjoyed this one. I really wanted to get some more finger arpeggio kind of things, and I'm going to do more of that, I think, next time in the same similar fashion of the Carcassi stuff. To me, that stuff has been so integral to my style and the way that I play, especially like if I playing chords. I sometimes do a lot of things that maybe a finger stylist would do, but I'll do it with a pick. And you know, that stuff really came about from practicing all of this classical stuff and doing these big leaps. That really helped me out. So I want to incorporate a lot more into this because that's been really helpful for me. Okay, everybody, thank you so much. Again, if you enjoyed this Gwup, there is and you want to do a little donation. All the donations will get a sound slice that has all of this material on there with audio, and you'll be able to play along with the music and slow it down and all that kind of stuff. Once I see the donation code go through, I will send that to you. You'll get an email with a special link for that, and I really appreciate that. It helps keeps this going, as everybody says on the internet. Keep this going. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, thanks again, everybody, and we'll be back next month. It's the second Monday of every month, 7 o'clock. Thinking, is there anything else that is coming up soon? I don't know off the top of my head, but hopefully we'll see you soon. The new record is finished. All the songs are done. They are all mastered. The cover art is done, basically, and so I just need to get all the stuff on the internals finished up and send that whole album off to the printer. So really excited about that, and that about wraps that up. So thanks again, everybody, and I will see you very soon. Appreciate you guys. Thanks again.